Hi, I'm Cheryl Rowling, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Ontario, Canada. Thank you for joining me today. Don't worry about sizes or supplies for this card as they are attached to this video. If you enjoy watching this video, could you please like and share as this helps me grow my channel? And if you could leave a comment, that would be wonderful, as I love to see where you're watching from or what you think of the card. If you aren't already subscribed, please click the subscribe button and hit notifications so you will know when I post a new video. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to help you out. My contact information is attached. This is the card we're going to be making today. Isn't it pretty? These stamps are absolutely gorgeous. I used the Nested Friends. I stamped this and then I colored it in with my blends and then I die cut it out. And I used this stamp for the background behind here, but I didn't stamp the whole thing. And then I used the die cut nest for the cutting it out. I cut this one out in Crumb Cake, and it's the back one. And then I cut this one out in soft suede. And I took a piece of soft suede like this, and I measured so that I made sure that it was the right width. What did I do with those? There it is. Like that. And then I just cut it across and cut that tiny piece off. I got two pieces there, but it doesn't matter. And then what I did is I took that piece and I put an adhesive sheet on it, and then I die cut it so that it will glue down, because it's just, if you can see it, it's just these little tiny strips, so it's very difficult to glue. It can be done, but I chose to use my die cuts or the adhesive sheets, because I have them and it's easier to do. So then I used Beautifully Happy, which is a stamp set from Celebration, which is, I think this is $120. If you spend $120, you can get this for free from January the 2nd to the end of February. And then I used my go-to greetings, which was this one right here, for the happy birthday. And you're going to have to excuse my voice because I have been sick for so long. And I used the timber on the back on the Blushing Bride. I used Night of Navy, Blushing Bride, and the white, of course. But I did this on the Blushing Bride, and you can't see very much of it, but it's back there. It has been quite the winter fall for me. I have been sick for a couple months now, and I ended up going to the emergency one week, and they told me I had nothing, just a cold. And then I finally went to my doctor the next week, and I got medication because I had either bronchitis or the start of pneumonia, and I had a sinus infection. So I have been sick, just seems like forever. And then the day I took my last pill, my husband and I went shopping like the next day, got groceries, did it the last minute because we missed Christmas, and we were going to do Christmas on New Year's Day, and both my husband and I get sick to stomach flu. So we missed Christmas on New Year's, and we finally just had Christmas on Saturday. So it has been a long run, and I haven't been able to talk, get down here and say anything. So it has been very, very hard. So it's wonderful to be back. So what I did is I started out with a sample of what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how I was going to do it. So I stamped the bird's nest on here, and I wanted it to be in the flowers. I wanted this to be like a tree with flowers in it, on it, like cherry blossom or something like that, but just a tree using this stamp. So I came over here, but I didn't like the overlapping that happened. So I thought down here, like with you can't hardly see the leaf down here is colored because of the nest. So I thought, okay, do the same kind of thing, only I will do the nest about half. Well, where did I put it? So I only basically did the top half and stamped it, and then I put my flowers around, and I got what I wanted. And where it did overlap, I was able to put the nest in there and cover it up, so it looks gorgeous as far as I'm concerned. So I will put that there, and we will get going. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. As you know, we did not have a wonderful Christmas, but that's okay. There's more things in life than just having wonderful Christmases. So once we got together, we had a wonderful Christmas and New Year's and my grandson's birthday. Like, there was so much. We were supposed to get together for Christmas and New Year's, and then my grandson's birthday, and that did not happen. We did everything at once. So I'm doing this about halfway up and a little bit this way, because I want the flowers to come out this way, and a little bit on this side. So this is more towards the right, and you will never get it placed in the same spot twice. It just will be what it is. So I'm going to put that away, and now I'm not going to do this here, but I have to color in this backing, because it just, see how when I do that, how nice it looks in the background too. So now we bring out this flower stamp, and there is my Momento ink. I just re-inked my black Momento ink, and it's actually so nice to have it fully inked up. It doesn't take long to ink up my stamp at all, which has been a problem. Now I'm going to clean this off. I'm going to take as much as I can off on a scrap piece of paper. There. Get rid of the moisture. And now I'm not going to ink up these here. I'm just going to try to do that. And what I have is a spot. Okay, get rid of this. Now, okay, so I'm going to do the sky now. And this is my die. There's my blending brush. So did everybody get what they wanted for Christmas? I have been after my husband to get my rings fixed, my engagement rings, wedding rings, because I had lost a couple diamonds, and I also I have two wedding bands and an engagement ring, and they would all go apart and slide around my finger, and I was always getting them pinched, and yeah. So he went to the jeweler and got them to get it all put together so it stays together. Oh, I was so pleased. I can literally take my rings off now, and all three of them come off at once, and I don't get my fingers pinched near as often. It's very nice. I was so pleased with that. And of course, poor guy, he hasn't got his gift yet because I was sick way before Christmas, and I wasn't able to go out. And as soon as I did go out, got sick right again, because I didn't want to go shopping with him. I wanted to go shopping with my daughter and for his present. Of course, that did not happen. So now this is Blushing Bride, and this is for coloring in the flowers. And what I'm doing is using Flirty Flamingo and my blending brush, and I'm going in the center and around the edge with the color, so it has two colors. This is a two-step stamping, but it also has two colors, which is absolutely wonderful. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous with the shading? Get that cleaned off a little bit. I don't want to transfer my inks, so I'm cleaning it off. And now this one is coming over here. I hope I don't have my head in the way. And now I'm going to clean this off. And I'm not going to do those two. I'm just going to do the bottom ones. that. And then I'm going to do the like that. And find it. There we go. Now we're going to put this aside. Now we're bringing out, put that one back, bringing out, nope. There's my leaves. Old Olive. And we're going to use Mossy Meadow the same way as we did with the flowers. Now we'll get that out of the way. And we're going to do the outside of all these leaves. And then just do a light pat in the center to get them. Okay, that one I'm gonna take that one off. Oh, that was smart. Oh well. And then we're gonna just do those two. And there. And then we're gonna do that one there. Okay. So has anybody had this flu that's going around? Oh my goodness. It doesn't last just a day, 24 hours. It hangs on and on and on. We were like 5 days with not throwing up and diarrhea. That only lasted the one day. But the upset tummy, feeling nauseous, it was not fun. That was the Flirty Flamingo Dark. This is Old Olive Light. And I'm doing the leaves up here. Now, there is a stamp to do this all in one color so that you can make this green, all of them. But I wanted them to look like buds that were just coming out. So I wanted them to look like the flowers instead of the green buds. I wanted to give the card a lift of color of the pink. So now I'm just doing the leaves here. I just thought this was such a nice background to the die cut nest. And I did these like I did these here. And I used, let me see, dark Crumb Cake for the stem here. You could use your Old Olive, but I kind of wanted to tie it all in. Now, there. Isn't that pretty? This is Balmy Blue Dark. This is Calypso Coral Light. and the beak is Calypso Coral Dark. And this has the adhesive sheet on it, but this one doesn't. So I'm just going to glue it down because it's a solid mass, and it's okay that it doesn't need the adhesive sheet. Oh, excuse me, but I didn't do all my little colors here for the nest. I think I'm going to have to take a drink of water because my voice is not hanging in there like it should. And I see I missed a leaf over here. So I'll pick this up. And there we go. Now I am using the Happy Birthday, and it is, okay, there. I'm doing it in Momento Black. Now I'm doing this over here further. So I'm going to put, oh, lovely. Shoot. Oh, well, I will continue. Be careful of the halo. I will these are my old Stampin' Up! Scissors where we used to have to cut the stamps. So I will not have that happen again. There we go. And I will fix it later. Okay, there we are. There we go. Take a drink. I'm using my Stampin' Up! Cup. It's an insulated cup, and it's very nice. I use it for my cold drinks, and it keeps it cold quite a long time. Very nice. I have a Yeti that I've had for years, and I put my coffee or tea or whatever in that when we're going out. But this, I take it for my cold drinks now, and I'm really pleased with it, and I love the color. It's the Tahitian Tide. Not a pretty color. So now what we're going to do is get our envelopes lined up, and the inside, the envelope, I'm not going to do much with the blends, but I am going to use blends, so there we go. So I'm getting there's my Momento Black. This is such a pretty stamp set. Like and being a freebie from Stampin' Up, it's like, yes. Cover that up and get it out of the way, and then get my pinks in here. Taking up more space. Let me see, there's my pink. And there's my pink. Or my flowers that I need to do pink. Oh, confusing. I hope you don't hear the thumping upstairs. Oh my word. There. Bring this in. Get rid of the little extra ink that's on there. Sorry about that. I had to get their attention. Now I'm doing the leaves. Again, it's Old Olive and Mossy Meadow and the Blushing Bride and Flirty Flamingo. And there's the green, and there's my stamp set. Okay, what did I do with the envelope? There it is. It off, and let me see, I think I only need to do, yeah, very little of that leaf. Yeah, perfect. I'll get these away. Get these out of my way. Get out my Flirty Flamingo. See how it just lifts the colors with and blends it together with the darker, the pink on there instead of the green. It's kind of nice if you do it in green, because all that I'm doing in green would already be in green, and these everything would be in green. Well, you could do it individually if you wanted to, but isn't that pretty? So let's get this inside. Have to decide what verse I'm going to put in here before I send them out. But for right now, it's going to be this way. Like that. Now, let's clean up a little bit, and I will find my rhinestones and my take your pick tool. go with a bigger one over here. And there we go. What do you think? I just had my envelope. What did I do with it? I didn't finish it. That's the problem. This is where I'm using the blends, so I needed that piece of paper in there so that it wouldn't bleed through to the other side. Don't want that. And my green. And I need, didn't do this either, there we go. So what do you think? What do you think of my, I will do something about that later. There we go. So what do you think? Do you like this card? I really think it's a pretty card. If you like this, please comment, share, like this video, as it helps me grow my algorithm and my cards get out to more people, which would be wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to spend a little bit of time with me, because it just warms my heart to know that you guys like my cards and you're learning something from me, or you can make a card that I've made, which go right ahead. If you want to copy these cards, that's what they're there for. Thank you so much. Bye now.